Hey everyone, Furtherman Gaming here with a different little review. We're doing a review on Devil May Cry, the Netflix show. Season 1 had premiered and came out on April 3rd. I watched it earlier, late last week, earlier this week. I'm recording this Wednesday, April 16th. Uh, I really enjoyed this. I know this has had some discourse between fans of the games, newer fans, older fans, and stuff. I have played some of the Devil May Cry games. I played very little for DMC Reboot and the 5, which I really, really enjoyed 5. And this is basically a retreading of 3, but an origin story, but changing. Quite changed. It's taking inspiration from that, but quite different. The I really enjoyed the show. You've got, but there are a few things. Johnny Young Bosch, or a famous voice actor, you may know him also as Nero in DMC5. Him voicing Dante is like a little bit much for me, because I always just instinctively see Nero, and like if you close my eyes, I'm thinking Nero. Um, but the rest of the voice cast, I think was cast very well. Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, sadly. But he was in the show. He was the vice president of the United States. He was very, very good. I've always loved him as a voice actor. Get some. I did not expect him to be in this, so that was a nice treat. I do like the design of Dante. The animation was very, very good. Um, though they go too much trying hard with the one-liners. Like some of them work, but very few. There's very many that just like I'm rolling my eyes, and having "Rollin'" by Limp Bizkit, I don't feel was the best intro thing, but that's subjective. To me, it just didn't work. But the episodes are like 20 to 30 minutes apiece, so they're not very long. It's just nice. You don't need this to be that long. Now, they brought in a new villain for this series, which I actually like the villain and like the little plot with the villain going through the 8 episodes. Um, story story overall was very good. Um, though we're gonna talk the one thing here that I know people are very divided on, Lady. I know Lady is a character from that comes in Devil May Cry 3. This version of Lady is quite different. I like this version of Lady, but I I know it is quite different compared to what Lady is like in 3. I know from other people that are in Devil May Cry fans that have showed me some stuff. You're like, look, different in 3, in the game of 3, and then he is in 5. She has a couple lines in 5. Yeah. But I felt this version of Lady worked for the show, but I know that is very divisive. Um, yeah, the story you go through all the 8 episodes, I felt was good. It kept me interested, and I think it was episode 6 where you have very little dialogue and it's just animation and just giving kind of backstory. Neat, very artistic choice. I really, really liked it. Um, I I am. We got announced that it is going to be a season 2. I'm very excited for season 2. I'm very curious to see. Well, we have ideas of where it's going, and if you've slight spoiler alert here. I love they do show Virgil in his human form, and I do love that they made, if you've played DMC5 and know his theme from that, they give you just that small little bit of his theme, just the intro part. I love that. That is just great little fan service. I'm very curious to see how much Capcom was involved with this. If they had a heavy hand, I'd like to think they did. They put a lot of Capcom references, like when Dante fighting. He pushes someone, hits into an arcade machine. It's, I believe, Street Fighter 2, and you've got I believe it was Ken doing the Hadouken. So that was really cool. And then like when Dante is he is captured at one point, and they were talking about some past missions and stuff, and they make mention of Raccoon City. And like, remember your time out in Raccoon City? And for those that don't know, Devil May Cry originally the first version of Devil May Cry started out as Resident Evil 4 before that got all changed. So it was a really cool, neat little thing like that. But I'd love to hear from everyone in the chat section, in the comment section, I should say. Ugh. What did you think of this show? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. What would you like to see them do for season 2? Love to hear from you all. Early Man Gaming. See y'all next time. Bye, everyone.